I actually feel that Kenya is not normal anymore. It's not like 15 years ago when things were done in a normal way. I feel like the way we are living is just we are trying luck, everyone, even the president. Things are not normal. Now, the other, sometimes I usually visit homes. There was a time I used to, when we were very young, we used to visit homes and you find children are out there, they're playing, very happy playing with each other. But we have reached a time where children don't play outside. Everyone is on the internet, chatting with their friends, watching movies, playing games, and we don't have that social life we used to have. Go to different homes. You find in a family of 7, it's only the house girl who is there cooking. Others are in their phones. No communication at all. So that's where we have reached. Also, we have reached a point where you cannot tell your child anything. You cannot give them instructions to do this and that. They want you to do for them. Especially this generation, they don't want to get tired. They want you to do the work for them, wash the clothes and do everything, or employ someone to do those jobs. So you find someone at the age of 18 doesn't know how to cook, doesn't know anything, doesn't know how to relate with others because they have been in the phone forever. So that's where we have reached. We are at a position where we will be like those developed countries. You will go pass along the road, you never see anyone. Everyone is in the house. And that is where the issues of depression will come. The issues, everyone will be an introvert. I also feel that we are not normal in any way like before. There was a time everyone could get a job. 1970s, 80s. You'll finish your undergraduate and get a job without even bribing anyone, without knowing anyone. The government institutions used to go to colleges and they pick employees from there. They pick students from there, they employ them. But we are at a time you can do the best course. You can do even a Bachelor of Medicine, even piloting, and they still be jobless. That's where we have reached. We have reached a point where politicians control everything here in Kenya. Tenders are controlled by politicians. We have reached a time where the senior most people in the country is in politics. They control all the tendering process, they win all the tenders. So our ordinary Kenyans don't get a chance. We have reached a time where someone can own everything in every sector and doesn't want others to own. We have reached a time where women cannot get internship or a job fairly, yet they are qualified. Now, we are at a position where people are glorifying jobs which we used to look down upon. The jobs we did not want during our time, around, let's say, 20 years ago. There are some jobs we did not want. Like I saw the other day someone saying that a certain security firm is employing a security firm paying 12,000 shillings. And the level of desperation, more than 10,000 people applied, and the salary is 12,000. We are reached at a time where the job of Mjengo is glorified. And I think I talked that yesterday. These small jobs, these are jobs which you should do for 1 or 2 months as you look for another job. Because to be honest, 12,000 cannot cannot sustain you, especially in the city. That's why you find slums like Mukuru, slums like Korogosho, Dandora, Kariobangi, Kibra will never end. You cannot erase those slums. Whenever the president says that he wants to eliminate them, where do those people being paid 12,000 per month, being paid 7,000, being paid 500 per day, where will they stay? Because without those slums, the only houses you can get are those going for maybe 6,000, 10,000 and above. And someone who is earning 12,000, the only house he can afford in Nairobi is, let's say, 2,000 or 3,000 maximum per month. And if he has a family, then he cannot survive in the city. So I think we are at a position where we have to rethink on the direction we are going to take. And look at even our cities. Go to Nairobi, you'll see there's something wrong with even Nairobi. You go to the streets, there are hawkers in every street. Right now, I was in Embakasi, I went to Rongai, I went to uh, everywhere, those estates in Eastlands. Where there were roads, the hawkers are taking those positions, those places. So in future, you will never even have those where to pass in estates. They will occupy all the spaces. And even in Nairobi itself, the way people are constructing houses, not organized at all. So almost everything is wrong. Right now, the politicians, they know people don't have money. I think it is just a plan from some politicians that we don't have money so that we can start glorifying the habit of handouts. Now politicians are giving handouts everywhere because they know people don't have money and they are going to vote them in if they give them handouts. And we'll see more handouts as we approach 2027. Now today in the morning I woke up and what was surprising me, I received around 12 calls. And all those calls, they were not people who were greeting me. Everyone was asking for money. People are borrowing money, and these people are borrowing money not that they are poor. These are people who are financially stable few years ago, up to around 2022. But now they are very broke. They have nothing, and they have their own businesses. And that is something that hit me. That we, the country is not normal. We are at a position where if something happens, and let me tell you, there are people who are very quiet, a number of people, very quiet. They are not commenting about politics, but they are waiting for that opportunity, 2027, to vote out some leaders. And if a leader does not accept to be defeated, I fear for the worst. Things are not normal. There's a way people are very quiet, they're silent in this nation. When people reach a point where they are not complaining, then they are fed up. They are fed up. Right now, almost everyone you are meeting is a graduate. People did courses, people scored first classes, people scored very high grades, but they don't have jobs. And these jobs, people are responsible for giving jobs. The first person is the government. Government always defends itself that they don't give jobs, but they should give a favorable environment for businesses to thrive. But what if, when you're starting, for example, you want to start business of selling water, this bottled water? Do you know how many licenses that are required? You must have more than 1 million shillings to set up a very small place for such business. So, and once you start, then you start automatically paying tax. So we have reached a point where things are not normal, and majority of the people are becoming poorer. Even those people who did not think they would become poor are now poor. They don't have money. And let me tell you, in the next 2 years, a survey will be done, and the level of poverty will have increased. Now we are about more than 52% are poor. By 2028, more than 60% of Kenyans will be poor, very poor. And we have a generation of the youth who don't want to work hard, don't want to do farming. They are online all the time, not making money online, but they're just there. As long as they have internet, they can go to social media, TikTok, and they entertain themselves by watching videos, short videos. They're okay. So we'll have less millionaires in future. People who own businesses will be very few, and we're staring at a situation where there will be a conflict between the young people and the old ones, because the old ones will be owning everything. And right now in Nairobi, you cannot own land if you don't have enough money. And in future, land will not be there or will be too expensive in Nairobi and its environs. So almost everything is not normal in the country, and we're in a position where there's a lot of desperation from people. I've interacted with so many people, especially in the business sector, especially those who are employed. You may think they are paid a lot of money, but people are earning 30,000, 40,000, and they're faking life. People are, they have loans, they're operating on loans, they are operating on debts, and people are scamming others left and in order to survive. So that is what the situation that is in Kenya. And even businesses, most of them are surviving. They are waiting for 2027 so that they can change leadership and see whether things will be different. And today, there was increase in fuel prices. That one will add more pain to businesses. And what do you expect? Expect more companies to close, more businesses to close in future. And that means there'll be more desperation, and things will not be normal anymore. And in future, 2027 elections, you will see chaos you have never seen.